Good morning. Welcome back to our second day, January 2nd, 2016. This is your brother No Covers. This is your wake-up call. Coming to you out of Wilmington, North Carolina, you're in the city wake-up call. We come to you every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Hope everybody had a good, happy new year, and now we're going into the weekend. Hope everybody have a blessed weekend and relaxed and ready to get some work done. We're playing with this new system. I think we about got it together now. We can get things cranked up and get things rolling on a daily, follow our daily format and our daily schedule. I want to remind everybody again for the events going on in January. We want to make sure we keep contact of those. We have Rip the Runway on January the 9th. We have the Big B Trunk and Talent Show on January the 10th. The Black Lives Matters meeting on January the 12th at 6 p.m. at the New Hanover County Library. I want to remind everybody the MLK Breakfast on January the 16th at UNCW. And I forgot yesterday to mention Advanced Youth Outreach is having its grand opening for its Youth Social Resource Center. So if you need information on that, contact Vance Williams at ayo.services@yahoo.com. So support those events going on in our city, in the city of Wilmington. As we say every morning, we're going to come in with the events so we can remind everybody what's going on. And those events and the events calendar will be on a page later on today at our Facebook site. And along with that, we're going to release some of the names of the business directory today. So if you don't see your name on that directory, hit us at nocovers@gmail.com. Give us your business information. We want to celebrate our business for the week coming up. And Brother Jerome Mack is our business for the week. 512-3857. 512-3857. That's Brother Jerome Mack. He does lawn care and photography. Brother Jerome Mack. You can find him on Facebook at Jerome Mack also. But 512-3857. Those leaves on the ground, you need to get them out of there. You want that large, clean car, Brother Jerome Mack. He'll blow them away, bag them up, put them up, do something with them. And then he has them in the summertime. He can get that grass and lawn right for you. And if you ever go to his Facebook page, brother has a beautiful picture up there right now of himself. I got to get him to do some pictures for me because brother does some excellent photography work. And you see him at all of our events. Every time we have an event in Wilmington, he's taking pictures and providing us with good shots and good quality photos of other adventures. So support him when you having that wedding or having that birthday party and you need those special shots with your special loved one. Support Jerome Mack Photography so we can get that business up and running. And again, turn that green to black. Turn that green to black this year. This is what we're focusing on, shopping and spending money within our own community and focusing on our own community and bringing that black dollar back home. So yesterday we talked about the violence, and I got a few comments on that. It's interesting, but I'm going to say it again. And if you hear me clearly, you can hear what I'm saying. The police in this country are doing exactly what they are trained to do. They are doing exactly what they're trained to do. At 3 o'clock in the morning, they're going to do exactly what they've been trained to do. At 12 o'clock in the day, they're going to do exactly what they're being trained to do. Now, you may argue with me over their training, but they're doing what they've been trained to do. What we can do is train ourselves to operate in a different manner. Because if we continue to operate in the manner that we're operating in a war, we will continue to lose this war and continue to bring our children home in body bags because we're operating not understanding that they're going to do what they've been trained to do. And so we have to operate differently. And from that conversation, it sparked a conversation with a good friend of mine. We always talk every day. And me and Frankie were talking. And I said, you know, in doing that, I have to live that. And so I was on my way to service yesterday, and I told him, I said, I'm going to get my 3. And what I mean by that is I'm going to go find me 3 young men today. Because the other night at the rally, I took a young man out and I shook his hand in front of everybody. And I told him, I said, you're going to be great. You're going to be a powerful man. And I saw his eyes lit up. And I've done this before with young men. When you grab them by the hand and they don't know who you are, but you know inside of them that they have greatness, it sparks something in them. It brings something out of them. You can see the glow in their eyes when a stranger, someone they never met, comes to them and tells them, hey, you're going to be great. You're going to have a good day. You're going to live a good life. And you're a good guy. You're going to do powerful things in this world. It just does something and lights a light in his eye. And I saw that light up in his eye the other night. And I said, I want to make sure that light lights up in other young men's life. So I made a vow this year. I'm going to find 3. 3 a day. 3 young men a day. I'm going to find them at random. I may have to find the one I found yesterday, but I'll find 3 young men a day. Riding the street, riding my bicycle, walking through the neighborhood. And I'm going to grab them and take them by the hand and say, hey, how you doing? How's your life? What's going on in your life? You're going to be great. You're going to conquer and do great things. We want to find you some work. Find 3. And I told him yesterday, I said, I'm going to get my 3. And it hit me. It's simple math. So I came up with a formula. You know, I love formulas. And I came up with something that we can do as simple as that. And the formula I came up with is this right here. I want to show it to you. Make sure we get it this morning. It's 3 times 365. Now, if I look at the math for that, if I get 3 men a day, 3 young men at random, times 365 days a year that I stop. In a year's time, I've stopped 1,095 young men. 1,095 young men that I can reach. This is something I can do simply myself. When we talk about, we're looking for big solutions, big models, some scientific model to solve the problem of crime and violence. Here's a simple solution that we can do, that we can enact in our community overnight. Just imagine if 10, so I put it down at 10 times the 1095. That's 10,000 young men that have had someone in their life come up to them random and stop them and ask them how they're doing. Just imagine if we, as the black men of our community, do something as simple as ride and walk the streets, and we go after 3 a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, 1 at night, and we decide in ourselves that we're going to touch the lives of these young men, that we're going to stop and talk to them for at least 2 or 3 minutes and ask them how they're doing. Tell them something good about themselves. Matter of fact, you can go to the Facebook website for No Covers and you can pull the Black History quote for the day and give them that. In that 1 or 2 minutes that you have with them, if 10 of us do it, if just 10 of us do it, that's 10,000. But could you imagine if 100 of us did it? If 100 of us touched 3 men a day, that's 100,000. And of course, we're going to be overlapping and duplicating men. So now we got young men walking down the street and this brother stopped them today and this brother stopped them today and that brother stopped them today. Could you imagine what it would do to the lives of these young men? See, it's something simple. Stop looking for the brainstorm solution to solve a problem that is killing and we're losing lives. Something simple that you and I can do. We don't have to put nobody else in this equation. We don't have to put another race in this equation. We don't have to put the college professor in this equation. We don't need $1 million in this equation. We don't need no grant money for this equation. All we need to do is make a commitment to go after 3. So I'm going to call this my 3 message today. I'm going to get my 3. Kevin, Tiba, Frankie, Jameer, Roscoe, Vance, Percy, Tyrone. 3. 10, 3. That's 1,000. That's 10,000. And y'all send me the names of the other 9. And we'll get 100,000. And we'll save this city, and we'll turn the tide of the violence, because we're showing them that we love them. We're showing them that we care. This is what we can do. Remember, they're going to do what they've been trained to do. They went to school, they went to training, they went to camp. So if you're telling me that they're targeting a certain segment, that's what they've been trained to do. If you're telling me that they're renting tickets, that's what they've been trained to do. If you're telling me that they're shipping dope, then that's what they've been trained to do. If you're telling me that they're being biased, then someone trained them to do that because they get a paycheck, they have a job, they have a commanding officer. He knows what they do. So if they continue the process, then that is what they are being trained to do. And you and I can't control that at all. But what we can control is the love that our children feel. What we can control is the hatred that they have among each other. What we can control is the language you and I speak to one another. What we can control is the example that we set in the community. What we can control is how we as a community can come together and stop the violence that's killing our young men, that's killing our young women, and it's really killing us as a community. Because when we start losing our young people at 15 years of age, what future do we really have? I'm going to get my 3. And in 365 days, I would have touched 1,095 men. It takes me about 2 minutes a day. That's 10 minutes of my time. I can reach 1,000. You can reach 1,000. And then we can, together, save this community. It's just that simple, people. I'm tired of looking for hard solutions. Let's do something simple. Let's get our 3. I'll remind you that the rest of the year. And hopefully I get my 3 and you'll get your 3. And maybe we can get some of these 3s to come in the morning and be on the air with us and talk to us and tell them how their life has changed because somebody stopped and said, I love you. You're going to be great and you're going to be powerful. Y'all have a blessed weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. I might have something spiritual for you tomorrow morning. Come on back. Tune in to me again. This is your brother No Covers. This has been your Inner City Wake Up Call.